If you're fighting a chimpanzee, would it be the same to try and break his muscles, his bones, his joints, or would it be much harder, very difficult to break? Hello, I'm Peter Mettler. I'm a third degree BJJ black belt professional MMA fighter, got hundreds of fights experience around the world, and I'm also able to read some science. So I'm going to give you insight based on what the most modern science says about chimpanzees. So the most modern science says that average chimpanzee is about 1.3 times 3 times stronger pound for pound than an average human. That means a 100-pound chimpanzee is about 1.3 times stronger than a 100-pound adult human man, which is not that big of a man, 1.3 times stronger, so about as strong as a 130, 140-pound human, which still is not all that much. We're talking about an untrained human of about that weight. Their advantage when they attack a human is that most humans are very much unready to fight psychologically and very much overwhelmed by the sudden influx of force. Now, if we would try to break an arm or a leg of a chimpanzee, we would need to overcome the higher resistance. But again, that resistance is not that much. 1.3 times 1.3 times stronger to 1.5 times stronger doesn't sound all that much. It's quite a lot when we're talking pound for pound. So if you can do like a chin up, for example, not that difficult, but quite easily. If you're 1.5 times stronger, you can quite easily do a one-arm chin up, which already is incredibly strong pound for pound. Most people cannot do that. So if we see a chimpanzee moving, he's moving like an incredible human athlete who's 1.5 times stronger pound for pound. It's also the reason why most gymnasts are very light, because it's easier to be very strong pound for pound when you are light. But in a fight, we know it's not about pound for pound, it's about absolute strength, it's about total strength. That's why we have weight classes. We can also assume that a trained human man is 1.3 to 1.5 times stronger than an untrained human man. So we can assume that a normal average chimpanzee is about as strong, physically strong, as a highly trained human man of about the same weight class. Chimpanzees are quite light, not that heavy, so they would be like fighting 50, 60 kilogram fighter, like a 60, what's that, bantamweight fighter. So yes, we can break their joints quite easily. You know, they have a higher bone density than a human, but it's not that much of a difference. And their tendons and ligaments, they might be a bit stronger, but their physical limits as to how strong tendons can be, because they are made just of flesh. It's no magic behind it, you know, they cannot just be like an energy field around it, making it 5 times stronger. And it cannot be made of steel, it's made of flesh. So the limit is quite narrow. That means if we would apply jiu-jitsu to a chimpanzee, we could fairly easily just break their joints, like with a trained human. It would be exactly the same as breaking the joints of a trained human being.